Hi, Flourish. So I'm sorry that I missed my tips and tricks for last Tuesday. My best friend has moved to Israel, and so she lives there all year long, and she comes back home for 2 weeks a year. Um, and so the last 2 weeks have been absolutely crazy. I mean, everybody just wants to see her in such a short amount of time, and my house ended up being pretty much the party house for 2 weeks. Like, people were here till 1 o'clock in the morning every day. It was crazy, but awesome. So she just left to go back to Israel. So it's time for me to get back to work. And I'm going to pick right where I left off doing the tips and tricks. So, one of the things that I want you guys to do is I want you to pay attention to the emails that Etsy sends you. Mine actually gets sent to a different folder. Where is it? Mine end up getting sent to my promotions tab in Google. But Etsy sends you lots of really good information in their emails. They want to keep you in the loop. And I recently signed up for an Etsy kind of like a seminar. It's called Holiday Boot Camp. And what they're going to do is they're going to send emails. I'm not sure, I think it's once a week, of different things to do to keep your shop ready for the holidays. So the first week that they just sent out is calling setting your holiday goals. And I copied everything that they sent, all three links, and I posted them in Club Flourish. So if you do a search for my name, if you didn't happen to sign up for the holiday, I don't know if there's a cutoff for this tutorial that they're doing, but if you do a search for my name, I will always post what they share with me so that you guys can have all of the Etsy awesome information. So I just wanted to go over a couple of those things today. So let's see. I posted the different days that you're going to want to mark on your calendars that don't have shipping, no mail. The most recent one is coming up October 10th. It's Columbus Day for us, and for Canada, it's their Thanksgiving. So there's no mail on either one of those. Hi, Melanie! So you just want to make sure that you have those dates in mind to, in case that somebody rushes something, whether even if they're not getting mail, if you're not getting mail, you need to keep an eye on those dates. So what I'm going to go over today, though, is one of the things I posted was the Advanced Shop Critique Worksheet. Now, this is for you to give yourself a little bit of a critique and see where your shop is. Or you can see if somebody else, you can take this picture and ask another shop to analyze you, have them go through the list and see what they see. Because sometimes we get kind of blindsided. Hi, Zandra and Rebecca and Christy. How are you guys? I feel like it's been forever since I've been in Flourish. All right. So it's just a good way, when you look at your shop over and over and over, sometimes you get not blindsided. You get the little blinders on and you get tunnel vision and you don't see what you need to upgrade in your shop. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind when trying to come up with taglines and keywords, please try to keep in mind to think like your customer. I'm seeing a lot of problems with that. People are thinking like a creator. If you're crocheting a sweater or you're knitting shoes, slippers or something, you're using the specific type of knit pattern that it is that only you hookers know for the terminology. I think you guys like being called hookers. I mean that in a positive way. But my point is, not everybody knows those terms for what type of crocheting it is. They just want a pretty green sweater. They don't know what the little S pattern is down the front of it. So just keep your customer in mind when you're coming up with taglines. Think of how you would go to search something on, say, Amazon. Don't be too broad. Don't just say glitter cup. Well, what kind of glitter cup? Glitter wine cup? Glitter coffee cup? Glitter shot glass? Just be a little bit specific, but, see? I knew I know you guys call yourselves hookers. So I'm going to go over, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold this. I'm doing it indoors today. Yes, I am talking about the Etsy free course. And I just want to make sure that I don't know, who signed up for it, who didn't. And I just want to make sure everybody's getting the same information because it's Etsy keeping us up to date. So on the critique sheet, it says expanding your reach. Have item titles, descriptions, and photos that look good on the mobile screen. Now, this is something that I'm actually terrible at. I don't look at my own shop a lot on the phone. I should probably do that. And see, I wouldn't even have thought of doing that because I work on my laptop all day. I sit right here. This is my workstation. I don't know if that's showing. Laptop one. Let's see. This crowded little temp desk is all I got right now. Stuff everywhere. My inspiration border. So sitting here all day, I would never have thought to check how my shop looks on the phone, and I need to do that. Also, changing your main keyword if you have multiple items that are the same. Yes, lots of people have shops that are very, you excel in one item, even myself. I mostly sell nose rings. Do you have any idea how many different ways I have to try to figure out how to say fake nose ring? Like, that's it. It's a fake nose ring. But you have to see what your customers are doing. So I want you guys to check, it even says on here, under Analyze and Adapt, Section 5, do your tags correspond with your shop's best performing keywords? Now, this is where you have to do your own homework. You have to look in your views, your stats page, and I want you to click all-time views, or all-time. And then when you scroll down, you're going to see like your top 10 search terms right there. Now, that is what somebody specifically typed in the Etsy search bar and landed on your page. Those customers are giving you keywords. They're telling you how they talk about your items. People always say, well, what do people call this? Look at your search terms, and that'll tell you what people are calling it. And it'll tell you what is most popular in your shop, and that's the section of your shop you want to focus on. So when I was focusing on earrings and necklaces and yada yada, and I looked at my search terms and all people were coming to me was for ear cuffs, I was like, okay, well apparently people see a need for ear cuffs and they like mine. So it'll tell you where to narrow your product lines down a little bit too. Let's see, do you offer international shipping? Anybody that makes small items that is not necessarily too fragile should definitely be finding a way to do international shipping. It is not as scary as people think it is, and it opens you up to so many more customers. I mean, think of how many people are in the world. All right, excuse me. So like my items are under 3 ounces. All jewelry makers should be shipping international. It's seriously for an 8x4 bubble mailer, this little guy, to ship him international for less than 4 ounces is under $3 with a tracking number. It's 10 to 15 shipping days. Do it. It'll make you lots of money. Write descriptions that speak and attract to your target market. Please don't just do 1 or 2 sentences. Even if lots of other shops do it, don't do it. You need a full description because there's 2 types of customers out there. There's picture shoppers and there's word shoppers. You need to appeal to both. So I want you to fill out your descriptions nice and full and fluffy and holiday themey. Offer multiple price points. So overall, you want your shop in the upper middle grounds. You don't want to be cheap. You don't want to be overly expensive. In that middle ground, your shop itself needs to have 3 different price breaks because somebody's going to look at something in your shop and go, oh, that's really pretty, but I don't want to spend $50. But I think I can spend more than $10. And then they end up spending like $25 to $30 in your shop because you have 3 different price breaks. People always want to go for the middle because they feel like they're getting a deal but not spending too much. Please always accept. The 3 main supports that I do for payment processes is direct checkout, Etsy gift cards, and PayPal. And I know lots of people have combined the direct checkout and PayPal, but if you at least offer those 3, they're all supported. All of them have, you're not going to get ripped off because if somebody does something bad with the money, why not? I cannot think of the term right now. You're safe. The money is safe, okay? They have insurance people that'll protect you. Let's see. So stand out. This is the next section in this little shop critique worksheet. Fill in the blank. Blank makes this shop stand out. Its target market is blank. So everybody should go and fill out this sentence. Blank makes this shop stand out? Its target market is blank. You should know both of these things about your shop. Does this shop have an about section that's complete and tells a compelling story? Yes or no? Figure that out. It should. Everybody should have a little video about their shop, and they should have nice pictures of them and their family, and it's a way for people to get to know who you are. And no product pictures should be in your about pictures. Have high quality photos in addition to conveying important but basic details. Yes. Make sure your pictures answer as many questions for customers as they can. What does the front look like? What does the back look like? How does it get packaged? What size is this? You can answer all of those questions with pictures. Do you have connected social media accounts? So connect your social media to Facebook. You can connect your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter, Pinterest. How do you not know what your shop is? Sandra, let's see. What makes your shop stand out? How do you, girl, you need to post your shop link and I will help you with that. Hi, Lori. Oh, sorry, gotta switch arms again. Huh? Okay. Wow. Holding up a phone is hard. You think my arms would be like jacked? I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old who always want me to hold them. I should seriously have like some kicking guns over here. And instead I'm just like, phone, so heavy. All right. All right, does your shop have a cohesive look into your packaging and your logos, etc.? I always tell people to have whatever colors are in your logo, have those colors in your banner, and then try to keep those colors in your featured listings, because it'll bring your banner into your logo, into your products, which is your featured listings. If all of those have cohesive colors, it just kind of brings your shop together. Hi, Brenda. We are going over, just for people who are just stopping in, I posted in the Club Flourish, if you do a search for my name, I posted the advanced shop critique worksheet so that everybody can critique themselves in their own shop. All right, analyze and adapt. Which items have the least views or favorite or sales? So it says create 2 identical listings, change 1 listing item about the title. And track which ones, yes, arm foot. You know, maybe I'll just do that. I'll hold my phone and Scott's phone and we'll just do arm lifts. Track which words, if you have 2 listings that are the same and you put, you know, what you think common search terms are and then put additional search terms on a different listing, but they're the same, that'll help you see which one reacts better. Which terms are people typing more often? And I do this also, I copy my listings. Now this is if you have an item you can make over and over and over. I copy a lot of my listings and I'll have the first picture on one of them, I'll have my nose ring on a model, and on the same listing I'll copy it and I'll have just the nose ring by itself for picture 1. Some people are going to be attracted to the model, some people are going to be attracted to the product picture. Either way, I'm pulling in 2 different types of customers into my shop. I will talk to you after, Xander, I promise. Okay, what are the shop's top sources of traffic apart from Etsy? Where are people coming from? Are people coming from your Facebook page? Are people coming from Pinterest, Instagram? You need to know what your strongest social media port is. Which items have the most views, favorites, or sales? Whichever those are, if you do promoted listings, those are going to be the ones that you want to push for promotions. Whichever ones sell the most, whichever ones have the highest views, the highest favorites, those are the ones that you want to push on Facebook, you want to push on social media, you want to push on promotions, because obviously what you have on that listing is good, and it's a product people like, and Etsy wants to make money. So if you have an item that is selling high and you keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it higher, they're going to keep ranking you higher because they know that your item's making money, which is making Etsy money. Alright, does each listing link to other items or to the shop's main page? Each listing on the bottom should have, now remember, I don't know if everybody knows this, you do not have to have http://www.yourshopname.blah. All you need is yourshopname.etsy.com. That is it. It is now clickable. This counts on Facebook, this counts on Twitter, this counts on your backlinks. So any shop name, theshopname.etsy.com. That's it. And then if you want to backlink to another listing, it's www.etsy.com, and it's going to say / the word listing / listing number. After the listing number, all that gobbledygook in the URL can be deleted. The HTTP can be deleted. All it has to say is etsy.com / listing / listing number, and that will be a clickable link. And it looks nice and neat, and it's only this long instead of like. All right, let's see. Do tags correspond with the shop's best performing keywords? Again, this is where you're supposed to be checking your top keywords and your stats. Those keywords should be in your titles and your tags. Okay? Be efficient. Does this shop stay up to date on Etsy tool improvements by belonging to any prototype teams? I think I'm in a couple of those, but I think that's just for, when Etsy is coming out. Bitly's are good too. Bitly's are good for shop sections because it's really hard to do a shop section backlink. So whenever I want to see all my other nose rings, that's when I go to Bitly. And so shop sections are good on Bitly for making backlinks. Thank you. I totally forgot about that, Mary. Prototypes are, Do you use shipping profiles? I use them because different things, like if you buy 5 ear cuffs, it's going to be 1 shipment versus nose rings. Like I could fit way more nose rings in a box than I can ear cuffs, so I have them set up as 2 different shipping profiles. Are your outline and your policies clear? It's kind of up to you. Go through your policies. If you can use the Etsy policy template, I would do that because they rank you higher if you use their policies. And dude, if I can get ranked higher, I'm going to do it. Let's see. Take advantage of the Sell on Etsy app. Everybody should have the Sell on Etsy app. And on the Sell on Etsy app, you guys should be using your shop updates. You want to be posting updates because anybody that has your shop favorited, it's going to post the pictures that you post in your shop updates on their little, this is what your favorite shops are doing page when customers log in. So, and it doesn't have to be a finished item. You could be halfway through making something, take a picture of it and tag a listing, and it'll share it with people. All right, looking ahead, does this shop have a plan to expand on an existing product line? Well, it's a little late to be looking ahead now. I mean, Christmas line should already be out. Halloween line should already be out. But, it's still good to start. If it's already out, you could start planning the spring line. Are you keeping track of supply and inventory? Please do. It is going to help you. Oh, seriously, arm's dead again. Okay. Keeping track of your inventory is very, very important. You need to know which ones are your best sellers, how much material they take, about how many you're going to sell this season, because you don't want to run out of supplies like mid-November when the suppliers are going to take 3 to 4 weeks to ship something out to you. You want to make sure you have enough inventory to get through the season. Offer coupon codes. Everybody should have a repeat customer coupon code. I know a lot of people are against it or don't want to, but it should really only be like 5 or 10%. And honestly, a third of my customers are repeat customers, and only like 5% of that third actually use the repeat customer coupon code. But because I offered it, it made them want to come back to me first versus just starting over and finding another seller. Because they were just like, oh, hey, she's nice. She offered me a coupon code. Ah, crap, forgot to use it. Well, I'll just use it on the next purchase. Score for me. Now you're going to come back twice? Cool. Please do customer coupon codes. And you can make it so that you don't even have to send it out. It just auto sends when customers get their purchase receipt. It'll say message from seller. Thank you. All right, let's see. Have positive reviews and learn from their buyers' comments. this is a big one. I really, anytime that you guys are getting the same message over and over and over from customers, the same questions, the same concerns, that means that you need to spell something out more clearly for your customers somewhere, whether it be in your policies, whether it be in your listings, somewhere more information needs to be provided. So you need to make sure you're reading through your reviews, reading through your listing descriptions and your policies, and make sure everything is like Fisher Price, easy to spell out for your customers, because that's the way your customers are. You just need to make it simple, easy, click, not complicated. So yeah, this is just a basic form. You can either do peer-to-peer, you can have other people say, hey, can you fill this out and look at my shop, or whatever. If you want an actual like in-depth personalized shop critique, I can do them as well. I have an entire shop for it. I have two different things where I can either do a video critique for you where, I record for like 45 minutes. I go through your whole shop and I click on everything from your banner all the way down to your policies, and I'll tell you what needs to get fixed and what you don't need to work on right now. Not only that, because I love you guys and I'm in Flourish, with the video critique, you can get $20 off with code Flourish. Or if you just want me to take a quick look, I can take a quick look at your shop and tell you the top 3 things that you need to have fixed. The first 3 things you should be working on, and I can tell you right when I go in your shop. If you want a big critique or either one of those, my shop is the shop doc at Etsy.com or .etsy, whatever. It's the shop doc. Except Zandra, I'm going to look at your shop because that's just, we need to figure that out. We need to figure out exactly where you excel. But yeah, I just wanted to go through these. I'm going to be posting anything from the Etsy Holiday Bootcamp. Anything I get, you will get. I will share it all. And if you have any questions on them, feel free. For this first session, which is time management, this critique checklist, and let's see, shop critique worksheet, time management tips, and the checklist. Any of those 3 posts that I put in the club, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them on this thread, and I will make sure that I get to as many people as I can. I usually answer questions to everybody, but sometimes stuff happens. You can also feel free to message me personally, and I will do the best I can to help you guys, because we have got to get through this holiday season, and your shop needs to be in tip-top shape for the whole holiday season, all right? I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.